DC United host New England in an All-East conference on Sunday. They're just 4 points apart, currently holding first and second spot in the league. So everything's at stake here in this match. But let's hear what our guest has to say. Lee Phelps, William Hill's in-play radio host, joins us now, and he's going to preview the match for us today. Now, I think a major factor in this match is the home advantage. DC United have won 6 at home, whilst New England, who are sat in second place, have only won 2 on the road. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the format. I read a couple of articles, in researching this game, and kind of the suggestion was that neither team was in particularly good form, which, you could argue that. DC United have lost 2 of the last 3 and needed extra time to get past the fantastically named Pittsburgh Riverhounds, who were in the division below in the Cup. 3-1 it was after extra time. But then when you look at that home form, as you rightly pointed out, that's different. That's where they are strong. And I know they lost to Toronto in the last home game, but it was a late goal. It was 1-1. And Toronto are 4th. It's not like a terrible team. I think New England are about to be swallowed up by the pack a little bit. Because they've played 4 more games than Toronto, New England. 3 more games than New York, a game more than Orlando. I think the way that New England form looks, they won't be second very long. I don't think.
Right.
They're not. What is it? 1 win in the last 5 games, I think it is. In all, home and away. You look at their away form; they haven't won in the last 3. Conceding goals as well. I mean, they lost 4-2 at Sporting Kansas City, 2-0 at Portland Timbers, drew 2-2 with Orlando. It's not a terrible result, but they concede goals. So I think this is a good chance for DC United to record another home win here.
Yeah, I totally agree. The odds are very close on the winners market, but we've certainly got value. DC United at 2.5 with William Hill, New England 2.9 at Bet365, and the draw 3.3. Personally, I was expecting DC United's odds to be lower, but then I was expecting the draw to be the second favourite bet, followed by New England. Quite surprised by these odds, but they offer a lot of value. Are you going to play the DC United win?
I do like it, yeah. I think they will win the game. I think that home form is just too strong, and I think when you pair that, as you've said, with the away form,
exactly.
Yeah, it's too good a price for me. I mean, it's a strange one because you get used to betting in the Premier League, and you wouldn't get if that form was replicated in the Premier League, you wouldn't get these prices, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So I think the 6-4 is great, but I'm not even going to stop there either. I think. We were talking off air, Natalie, about this division, and there's so many goals now in this division. You look at the goals for and against. New England have got the 4th worst defence in the division, and they're second in the table. Uh-huh. DC United have conceded a goal a game almost. 16 goals they've conceded in 17 games. Scored 20. I think there are a lot of games in here. When you start to look at DC United's home form. A lot of both teams to score in there. You'll have noticed that because I know you love the both teams to score. But 7 of their home games this season have featured both teams scoring. Each of the last 5 have featured both teams scoring. So I think we've got an opportunity to maybe add a little bit of value to that home win. Yeah.
Well, last meeting, which was about a month ago, ended 1-1, and that was at New England. New England are a stronger team on their turf. So what are we looking at goals-wise? Now DC United have the home advantage.
Well, New England didn't score at the Portland Timbers, but they scored at Sporting Kansas City. They scored at Orlando City. They scored at Philadelphia Union. They scored at Colorado Rapids. They scored 2 goals in each of those 4 games, by the way. So, they haven't scored in every single game away from home, but they are capable. And with DC United's record of letting goals in, as I said, they've let goals in each of the last 5 home games. I think it's a definite both teams to score. And, I think it could be over 2.5 as well. I mean, I ran through some of the scorelines there. 4-2, New England lost away. 2-2 draw, 1-2-1. DC United lost 2-1 to Toronto, won 3-1 against Chicago Fire, beat Philadelphia 2-1, beat Orlando 2-1. So I think if you don't want to touch the outright result, you could just go both teams to score, or you could go over 2.5, or you could put them both together and go for both teams to score and over 2.5. Yeah. And that would be a way to do it, I think. I could take any of them, if I'm being honest. I mean, you look at the over 2.5 isn't a particularly great price. It's odds on, and as it should be. Actually, that's changed. That's changed. That's now 2.0. Over 2.5 that was shorter than that when I did the prep on this. 2.0 for over 2.5, even money. That's a nice bet. I do like that. Both teams to score is odds on. It's short, maybe that one, but both teams to score and the over 2.5 is just the other side of even money. So I think you're looking at around 2.2 for both teams to score and over 2.5. So I could put them both together.
Yeah, very nice. And then would you say that's kind of like the best play for the match, or would you take DC United, or would you take the two bets there, the over 2.5 goals, both teams to score and DC United win?
I think the safest, this is the order I'd do it in. The safest is both teams to score. Then I'd go over 2.5. Then I'd put them both together. But my bet is going to be DC United to win and both teams to score. And that's a nice price. That's 19 to 5. I think that's a very nice price for a home win, which I think is perfectly possible. And that both teams to score bet, which has landed in each of the last 5. 4.8. Nice price.
Very nice. Very nice. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us.
Okay.